it's the Boise State alum, jajaja. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Little reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Here's Ajayi. They find some Jajaja's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jajaja, 46 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you get over the touchdown on the opening drive.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Trubisky to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Again, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Haloti-Ngata in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Haloti-Ngata in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Wentz now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Mike Bennett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Lock in.
This is Cohen. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it, and the defense did exactly that.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They run. This is Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is a Johnny. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Wentz flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Right there,
they're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. An exciting week with a divisional round coming up on the NFC side of things, Charles. Dallas at L.A., the Rams. Philadelphia at New Orleans. What do you think?
Well, I can't wait because Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams feel like they've gotten their mojo back down the stretch on offense. Dallas feels like they can pound and bruise against anyone with Ezekiel Elliott carrying the load. That's going to be a marquee game. And how about Philadelphia and New Orleans, the defending Super Bowl champs? Here comes Nick Foles again. New Orleans, the #1 seed at home. They don't lose at home in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era in the playoffs. This is going to be fun. Remember, they played earlier this year, and New Orleans wiped out Philadelphia.
And you'll be calling that game. Enjoy it, partner.
Can't wait.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing now is Wentz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they'll go on the ground. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jajaja, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry. Red, up. There you go. You see it.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Keep running with that quarterback,
It's Bears
bro.
football,
Just
but
keep
they trail
running
on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Fighting down past the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Hurry.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. The big fella. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And a shake and bake. Jay's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 32 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Wentz to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 51 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And
he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 93 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.